I'm Crystal Escobar. Welcome to my channel where I share DIY room makeover tips as well as beauty, and I love sharing how to live a healthier lifestyle incorporating mind, body, and soul. Today I wanted to show you how I do my nails. These are gel nails. They're my real nails underneath, and just to give you a little background on these little babies, my nails are like paper thin. I don't know if any of you can relate. Thanks to my wonderful little sister, she taught me a really awesome trick how you can do it from home. Anyone can do this, you guys. I have no training around doing nails whatsoever. So as you can see, they're grown out. These are my Christmas nails and they're growing out. They're ready for a fill. That's why today I wanted to show you the whole process of how I've been doing my nails. And underneath you can see these are all my real nails, and see how thick it is? This is all gel nails. So it looks as though these are acrylic nails because it's so thick. And the trick is just doing lots and lots of layers. And every time you want to add a fill or do change the color, you just paint over the top of your gel nails, and so it just continues to make it thicker. And then once it gets too thick, then I recently purchased this handy little tool, and I will have the link to all the different products I'm using in this video. I'll put the links to in the description of this post. I'm excited. I've kind of been playing around with it a little bit, but basically what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to file down a little bit of the nails just because they are getting pretty thick, and I don't want them to be like too thick, but I definitely do. The thicker the better, because that keeps them from breaking and also keeps them from peeling off, because that's kind of the problem I've had in the past. Because my nails are so paper thin, the gel nails would easily just peel off my fingers. Like it would start to lift in one area and I just couldn't help it, and I just would peel it off. So let me show you how I do this. Okay, so I have just used the thickest attachment to this little file, electric file, and I just kind of went over all the nails to roughen them up. Not only roughen them up, but also to thin out the layer just a little bit. So now I'm going to use this file to shape them a little bit more. So I like my nails pointy, so I just keep them pointy. So I'm just gonna use this to make sure it's all straight and smooth, and even kind of go over. You also want to make sure that this part is good and roughed up, so I gotta go over and make sure that I get all this really rough in order for the paint the gel to stick. And you know what, if they happen to fall off, sometimes they break or start to lift or peel off. What I use is just a little bit of nail glue just to get it back on, because I don't want to have to redo it all over again. I mean, you can, but just to save me time, you know, to keep the thickness all somewhat the same, I just try to glue them back on whenever they fall off or start to lift in any way. Okay, got them all ready to go. Filed them down, shortened them a little bit, and filed the tops real good so they're not as thick, because I'm going to be putting on quite a few layers. First, you have to start with this pH bond. This will help dry out the nail beds and to remove all the oil that may be on your nails. Now I'm going to put on the foundation coat. And then once you put this on, you only need to put it under the light for 10 seconds. And then after that, we'll apply the first coat of the gel polish. Just 10 seconds. And one thing What you have to be sure to do is make sure when you're applying the polish that you apply it all the way around the edges. So you got to make sure that you kind of go around to the sides too. It's very important. It keeps them from lifting. They kind of have to fold around the nails, your real nails. Today, for January, I'm going to use this navy blue and white for one of the nails. Careful not to go too close to the edge, because if it touches your cuticle or the side of your finger, then it will definitely lift. So make sure you have a little tiny space in between. One thing I did forget to mention is that if you're going to be using a UV light, then you should put sunscreen. You should put sunscreen on your hands before you start painting your nails and use the light, just to protect your hands, keep them pretty and young. Okay, once you have them all painted, yeah, it's a little bit messy, but once it's all dry, I can kind of peel off any of the parts that are coming off. But I just found these on Amazon. They're little nail tattoo like stamp things. So I was just gonna try one of these right now, put it on the white one. So here is the final coat. And with each coat you do, you just put it in your lamp for about 2 minutes to cure it. And the final step is to take some alcohol, rubbing alcohol, and a little cotton pad, and make sure, and this is just getting off this top layer, which is just sticky. And then you got to take care of your cuticles, and it's always good to use some Nourish cuticle oil. Beautiful, 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 beautiful nails. Beautiful, 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 beautiful gel nails.